Very good. So yung number of push-ups and days of the weeks, they are called labels. Yan. Balikan ko lang yung sa elements. Ayan, labels. Yan, tell about the description of the presented data. Okay? So we have labels. How about the scales? What
Yung
do you
number of
Number.
think?
push-ups po.
Numbers.
Number of
What numbers
push-ups.
are those? What
0,
number?
5, 10, 15,
0,
20,
5, 10,
25 po.
15, 20, 25.
Okay, very good. So those are the scales. Yung number sa gilid, no? 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. Okay, so we have labels, we have scales, and the symbol here, of course, the symbol is the line. Yan, yung
Yung lines
line.
po.
Okay, and the points, ayan yung mga black dot that you can see in the graph, that is the points. Do we have legend here? Can you see any legend in this line graph? Legend
None.
usually, oh, very good.
Wala
None.
po,
There's
ma'am.
Po.
none. Yes, there's no legend here. In my other examples, you can see legend. Okay, so let us try to read this line graph, this nonlinear text. Okay, study this graph. What do you think? Again, let us use Piolo Pascual. Let's say that this is the data of Piolo Pascual that shows the number of push-ups that he makes each day of the week. How many number of push-ups does Piolo Pascual make on Saturday?
20 po.
20.
20 po.
Okay, very good. So we can see here the dot here, number 20 is exactly aligned in number 20 on Saturday. So meaning Piolo Pascual has 20 push-ups or made 20 push-ups on Saturday. How about on Tuesday?
5
5.
po. 5.
Okay.
5 po.
Yes, he made 5 push-ups on Tuesday. Okay, so you are able to answer my questions. Thank you for those dropping their answers also in the chat box. So meaning you know how to read this line graph or you know how to read this non-linear text. Okay, so let us try now if you can also read using the other type of non-linear text. Yan. This one is called bar graph.
Bar
A
graph.
bar
Bar graph.
graph, yes, works similarly to a line graph. It only differs in the use of bars of different heights to show different values.
Then meron po
Yan.
siyang legend.
Yes, we have a legend here. So this bar graph looks like a chocolate bar or detergent bar, no? Yes, we have a legend here. This one, yan, pet owners. Yan. We only have one legend. Okay, there are no labels that we can see here, but we have a title. What's the title?
What kind of pet
What
do you
kind of
own?
pet do you own?
What do you own?
Okay, very good. That is the title here. So if we do not have labels, or if we are going to put labels here because there are no labels, what do you think is the appropriate label here at the bottom part?
Of pets.
What do you
Okay.
own?
Yes, pets, no pets. Okay, different pets, different animals. How about the numbers here? What is the correct or
Stairs.
appropriate label for these numbers on the left side?
Okay.
Number of
Yes, you,
people that own the pets.
okay. Yes, very good. Number of people who own the pets or the number of pet owners. Yan. Okay, very good. Now, let us read now this nonlinear text. How many pet owners or how many people love to have fish as their pet?
30.
30 po. 30.
30 po. 29 po.
Uh, Mercy
29.
Magut.
4 po.
Okay. 29 is the
29.
correct. Yes, 29 is the correct answer. 29 is the correct answer. Kasi, look at the bar graph here. The top part of the bar graph here, it is not exactly aligned on number 30. So, meron pa siyang konting space before number 30. So, we can say that there are 29 people who love to have fish as their pet. Okay, so hindi siya eksaktong nakadikit sa 30, no? Kaya 29 is the correct answer. How about how many numbers of pet owners or people who love to take bird as their pet?
19 po.
21.
19.
19.
Oh,
19.
19 po.
19.
19.
Okay, 19 is correct.
19
19.
po.
Yes, look at the top part of the bar here. It is not exactly aligned in number 20. So may konting space before 20. That is 19. Okay, so very good. Those who answer 19. So what animal or what pet has the largest number of owners?
Dog.
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 Dog po. Dog.
Okay, yes, dog is the animal who has the largest number of owners. How about the pet that has the least number of
Lizard.
owners?
Lizard.
Po.
Okay, so this bar graph is telling us that there are only few people who love to take lizard as their pet. Yes, as their pet. Okay, so you are able to answer my question, meaning you know how to read this nonlinear text. Let's proceed to the next type of nonlinear text, which is a pie chart. So a pie chart is a circular chart that is divided into fractions used to present proportions out of the whole. So it looks like a pizza, which has different several divisions. But unlike pizza, it is not divided equally because here in the pie chart, the division has different sizes of sizes of shares, no? Different sizes of division, okay, or part, different sizes of percentage. So here, in my example, we can see a title, a budget plan. So it can be a budget plan of an average person for a month or in 1 month. A budget plan of an average person in 1 month. So here outside the percentage, we can see the expenses or expenditures of that person: savings, transportation, utilities, food, housing, investment, and then other expenses. And the percentage is written below each of the expenditures. So as you let's study this pie chart. Which expenditure or expenses get the largest number of share?
Housing
Housing.
po.
Po.
Housing.
Housing po.
Okay, housing. Because it has 20%.
20%.
Okay, which is the largest percentage here. Okay, so that is accurate naman kasi if you ask your parents, they will answer you that the housing um has the largest amount that they need to pay every month, no? Pwedeng rental o kaya yung housing loan, yan. How about the expenditure that has the least number of share?
Investment.
Investment.
Po.
Investment po.
Okay, very good. Investment has the least share, which is 7% only. Okay, so very good answer. Everybody get the correct answer here in our chat box. Okay, next. Let's proceed to the next type of nonlinear text, which is a flow chart. So a flow chart is a type of diagram representing a process during different symbols containing information about steps or sequence of events. Each of these symbols is linked with arrows to illustrate the flow direction of the process. So in flowchart, it is called flowchart because we can see here the flowing arrows, going to the right, going down, going to the left. Okay, so that is the flowing arrow. So we can use this flowchart to identify the elements of the story. Like here in our example, begins with the title. What is the title of the story? Then going to the setting, the time and the place does the story happen. Then to the main characters. Then to the opening or how does the story begin. Then going down to the main idea or climax or the highest point of the story or the most interesting part of the story. Then after that, the arrow goes to the resolution. How does the main character solve the problem in the story. And the last one, the last arrow goes to closing. How did the story end? Okay. And also, again, we can use this flowchart to show the sequence of the story, of the events in the story. The first event, going to the next event, third, and then final event. Okay. So again, this is an example of flowchart. And another one is the Venn diagram. So Venn diagram is a diagram that consists of two overlapping circles that often show comparison and contrast. So we use this Venn diagram to show the differences and the similarities of two items or two elements. Okay? Like here in our example, flu and COVID-19 are being compared. So on the overlapping part, this is the overlapping part, yung nasa middle. Overlapping part of the circles, we should write here the similarities of the two, which is the transmitted, that which is they are both transmitted by respiratory droplets from an infected person. And outside the overlapping part, we can see the differences. So flu and COVID-19, they have different symptoms, they have different causes, they have different complications, and they have different ways how to prevent them. Okay? And the last one, I will use the module here because I forgot to include this in the PowerPoint, is the table. Tables present information or data arranged in rows and columns for easier understanding. So in your additional activity, may ganito may table. Tapos may questions regarding the table. So you have to study the data in the table. First column, we have the ages. Second column, the male and their preferred colors. And the last column, female and their preferred colors. Okay, now, I will ask you a question regarding this table. What ages do the males um, preferred color black for their cars?
21 to
What
21 to
age?
21 to
36 years old.
36 years old po.
Okay, very good. 21 to 36 years old, male, they like color black for their cars. Okay. How about what color do the females at age of 16 to 20 years old?
Red.
Pink po.
Pink po.
Pink.
Pink po.
po.
Okay, so female of ages 16 to 20 years old preferred color pink for their cars. Okay. How about what ages do the female uh who prefer color blue? Blue
37 to 50
cars.
37 to 50 years
years
old
old.
po.
Okay, 37 to 50 years old. So very good. So you know how to answer the questions, meaning you understood what is written in, or that you understood the data written in the table. Okay, now we will proceed now to a short quiz. So I will give you a quiz. I'll give you 5 minutes to answer this quiz. You are just going to identify whether the statement is an example of linear or non-linear text. So you will just write letter L if your answer is linear and NL if your answer is non-linear. Okay?
NL po.
Non-linear.
NL.
L and NL. It's okay if you're not going to write numbers kasi there are five items now.